from Viyet Legal Forum, and it is the major unit in major organization unit in Viyet. Okay, and this Viyet Legal Forums has lot of sub unit. Okay, and total 11 sub unit it's present in Viyet Legal Forum. So if you visit this website, you will understand that why today this video came out from Viyet Legal Forum. This video is talking about the legal right of environment. It is our duty to give legal right to every individual species, every individual creatures, every individual life on the earth, which lives created by creator on the earth in many years ago, the billions and millions and thousands year ago, trillions year ago, right? So so that is called we need to make a balance between these two things. The two things, one thing is the creators, the creations from the natural, all the diversity, all the single individual life, and the human development, human today's modern future modern life. You can see the development of technology, development of our social system, development of our creations also, because human creation is also quite different from the creations from the creator of the earth, and we need to make a balance between these two very much. Now when we are talking about balance, we need to bring a very strict law, and that is why this platform made by Viyet Legal Forum, we have to bring a very strict law, and this law should follow by the all the United Nations, I mean whole United Nations countries, and then it will be divided to the Pacific country, then it will be involved by the Pacific state under the country, and then it will be followed by the district and the particular area and every single society. So and we need to make this particular ordinance and legal rule, the rules which we have, like today we have the department for our corporate affairs, we have department for our the flight operations, we have department for our, like we have a RBI in India, we have Federal Bank in USA, we have International Monetary Fund for the controlling all the monetary transaction between the countries for the world. We have to bring a one like of organizations. It may be the organization name called the Viyet Art Society, or maybe the future organization name can be the Viyet Art, but the one organization should be like this. This organization will control and will give a legal right to every individual how they can develop their development, how industry can develop their buildings or their industry with balance with the natural diversity. And today's I already made a lot of videos on that we cannot give permission on any coal industry, any oil industries, any natural gas producer industry the permission for the future generation of the human civilizations. We need to block and stop and crash all these things. We need to start our new society, new human civilization with new concept, new technology and new resources. So and with this new civilization we need to bring this law as well. So yes, so when we are talking about balance between the two things, the natural life and our human development life, we have to focus on another one more things, and thing is called we have to bring a law for these things. And what is the things that it is called the diversity into the animal life. Okay, we know that what is a food pyramid, we know the life pyramid, and we have to understand that we have to keep this pyramid. The many year ago the creation by the Egypt civilization was pyramid, and this not just creations, it is a symbol of everything which today represent our life. So we have this food pyramid, we have this life pyramid, and we need to understand that if we don't make a balance between this all the pyramid, if we don't maintain every single individual this all the particular part into this, life chart, the life particular this backbone will be, broken. Okay, so now, today in the food chart we are in the top position, right? So if we only care about our food, very honestly, we will be in a troubles. Like I'm telling you, for just for a basic example, how honey produced, right? The natural honey produced by the some insect, right? And it's called fly. And this honey fly is basically, sit on the particular flowers, and then this carry its particular this section of flowers, and carry to this particular names, and then it's produce this honey, right? So if we want, and we also know that the natural productions for any kind of food, it's basically very normally all the process followed by this particular, life chart or the food chart is very clearly. And the food which created by naturally, even we are so much developed today, but till still now we cannot able to make the, this kind of food still now. Okay, so our production can be much more creative, but the healthy and, the sufficient ingredient in this particular food, it will be only possible if it is created by the naturally. Okay, so and that is why even today we have believed that naturally food always give, better health than the food which we are today creating into the factories, into for our modern science which we were using, right? Maybe for the huge population, for the production, we need to focus on these things, but still natural foods are much more valuable than we are producing the foods from the industry, right? So we have to bring a law for those all these creations, all these lives, that we have to give them a free pace. We have to maintain our forest very fast, very much. We cannot give permission to somebody to, acquire any kind of land. So like we are sometimes somebody is acquiring, try to acquire the sea. We are basically destroying the sea natural this diversity. We are capturing the land, we are cutting the forest, we are very cutting the deep forest, which is never impossible to get back again from this particular situation. We are destroying all these things naturals. It is not talk about the beauty, it is talk about this all the food life chart, food life pyramids. If we break the lower portion, automatically we are in the upper portion. So when lower portion, the base will be broken, we are the sitting on the upper portion, and we will be totally normally die. Because life pyramid is not just a creation, it is a symbol of every time, and it is true for your life. So when the base is weak, ultimately one day we are on top, we will survive most. And exactly these things happening today.